When I think of Birdfish, I think of
friends, family, and fun.
I'm gonna say community and music.
It's just like, it's a good time to come listening to music and stuff.
Fun, atmosphere, vibes.
I like how they have games for you to play with your family so you can have a good time.
I think of a fun, creative, outgoing place for the community to all come and gather around.
Good beer.
a good place to go when the sun's out, good place to get some food, get some local music, engage in any kind of fun activities like games, bingo, all these fun things happening every day.
Josh and Jared, they decided, you know what, let's throw our hat in, making beer. So they bought a stovetop kit online for to make their own batch of beer.
I think any home brewer will say there's always a dream of owning a brewery.
As they launched the brewery here in town in 2015, it was, you could barely get a seat in the brewery. It was such like everybody was excited to see something like that happen here.
Really, I believe the first brewery in Columbiana, so we had high hopes.
And from 2015 to 2017, that tap room was open. In 2017, we started our production down here on our 7-barrel Portland Kettleworks system. And we closed the up top COVID year 2020.
With every bar and restaurant closed in the area, even ourselves, not being able to serve a pint of beer over the counter, we relied on being able to sell it not only to grocery stores, but we did pick up here at the brewery. There were people lined up East Park Avenue to the circle of 2 lanes coming in, and us taking cases of beer out and putting it in their trunks.
And they expanded again through COVID and went in the back, and I did all the work with them back there, put their barrel walls in. That's all my carpentry work that's down there, and just got to know these guys, and basically went from this guy, involved in pinball machines to meeting these guys, and change of life. Just I spend a lot of my time in Columbiana to have some place to call home where you're comfortable, and guys have always been great, wonderful to work with, and I just enjoy hanging around all of them.
At one time, there used to be a box on the bar, beer name ideas and styles. People would drop in names. We'd go through it once a week or once a month and say, oh, that's a good idea. Let's try this beer. Let's try this beer. And I'm sure some of those beers we probably still brew to this day.
My favorite beer is the Harvey's Finest.
I like the Bearded Lady seltzers too. Those are really good.
Park IPA.
Well, it's got to be Too Hip to Sip, the old reliable.
And Out to Pasture, obviously.
We get customers and friends in here, and they're like, yeah, I named that beer 10 years ago. So it's cool to have that, and work with some of the local artists that have become friends. And
I was a home brewer at the time, learned a lot about the process, and so I was thinking about this. I had talked about it with a couple of different people, and I communicated directly with Josh, and I said, hey, you guys are a brewery, we play there regularly, we're friends, we have a song called Bible in a Six-Pack. Let's see if we can't figure something out. And then we had a show last August, which was the launch of the beer.
They jumped right in the community right from the very beginning, and we knew that they were in it for the long run, and just the collaborative ideas that they've come up with over the years, and they have a lot of fundraisers that they've helped out the city with.
The first fundraiser we had was, I think, a Relay for Life that was up on Main Street in Columbiana. They said it was going on down Main Street. We're right on Main Street, we're open. They asked if we would like to participate at all. We said, yeah, what do you think? They're like, well, you guys can do anything you want. We're like, all right, well, how about we donate all of our tips today, and whatever we make in tips, we'll donate to Relay for Life.
But that was kind of fun because people would come in and they wouldn't even drink a beer. They would just throw a 20 on the bar and be like, here, this is for the charity, So, yeah. That was, I don't know, that kind of made it fun and really opened up the community to us.
First quarter of this year, we've assisted in raising $184,000 towards different fundraisers.
They're not just part of their neighborhood, but they're very active members in the community. I think it was something that Columbiana desperately needed at the time, and I think they filled a void and now are one of the staples in town.
So yeah, we started growing barley in 2016, tried it, it did well for us. So we decided, let's plant some more. Then I had to find a place a brewery to use it. So I kept pestering Birdfish, and finally they agreed to do a side-by-side with one of their staple beers.
And his stuff was just as good or better than anything we've been using, buying out west, and we figured if we can use stuff that's locally, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
And his farm produces like 90% of the malted barley we use in all of our beers. So, which is like equivalent to like 60,000 pounds of malted barley a year or something, which happens to be like also the majority of the weight of the beer and ingredients,
Birdfish does a lot for the community. They're always having events, always promoting things, always trying to make the city a better city.
They found out that we had this garden, and we've been doing the garden since we opened, and they said something to me about, would you be interested in collaborations? And obviously, yeah, I was always all for it. So we grow all the pumpkins for them for their, it's called a grim, and we grow the basil for the honey basil ale, and they've been doing that for quite a few years. So that's basically how we both got started. We love their beer. We sell their beer at our restaurant too, and those guys they're just great to work with.
So our mission here at Birdfish is to bring the community together, to enjoy craft beer, and to bring unforgettable memories with the people we love and the people they love.
Seeing the community enjoy themselves, friends and family coming here and having a good time together. I think that is really something that I didn't expect to see, when we first got started 10 years ago.
We started with live music every Friday and Saturday night in a very small space, and it was, local artists that were friends that just started to play, and it was, if you've ever been there, you understand, like it was pretty much you're walking around the band, and the bass player has to put up his bass guitar just so customers could get by. And a thing that when we moved down here that we identified that was something supporting local musicians and understanding that music adds so much of a great atmosphere and vibe to a space with craft beer. It's like hand in hand, like this,
So I play in a band right now called Jack and the Cadavers, which I actually formed thanks to Birdfish's Jam Nights. It's hosted by me and a couple of my friends. We've been doing that for a few years. So I have Birdfish to thank for that, mainly due to the community that they've built. Jack and the Cadavers to me has become a big part of my life in the past couple years. It's really exposed me to getting out and playing music and building a bigger community of musical friends that I get to see here every 2 weeks. The Birdfish Jam Nights really kind of filled a void that was created by the absence of another jam night in Youngstown, which I met a lot of my friends that I still play music with today. So I was really happy when Josh approached us and asked us to throw this together. We've got the summit behind us too, to thank for it, which they spread the word of on the radio as well. So we've had people from an hour away show up to these events. So it's really helped us build a community and make new friends and new memories and make a bunch of noise. Everything's free.
Yeah.
They never charge for shows. No tickets.
Vinyl's been part of us from the start. We built a DJ booth, started playing albums down here, and we had a little space in the corner back there, and he's like, hey, can I come in and sell some records? And it's like, there's no record stores in Columbiana, and he's been doing that for a few years now, I guess.
It feels more like an actual community project than a business. It's obviously a business, but it feels the least like a business that I've ever been around that is this successful. You know,
Right.
it just feels right, you know?
Golden String is a 501c3 that we started in the year 2000. Its genesis was to assist adults with disabilities in any social engagements, which ties us pretty closely into Birdfish, because when Birdfish was up on the hill, I was introduced, and Josh had an employee at the time who, you know, had a brother that was very physically disabled, and so he naturally, you know, had a tie-in to what we do, and thought, you know, maybe we could get more of folks with disabilities involved. And it doesn't surprise me. John, Jared, Josh, they're always thinking outside the box, and they're always trying to help people. So he asked me if I would come on out and DJ and bring some of my folks, and so I probably DJ'd up there with Golden String Radio folks 4 or 5 times. And then when they moved down here, it really opened up, you know, more. We also have a band called the Feral Cats, which has played here before. And so the music, you know, was a natural fit for us, and, you know, social, you know, getting our clients out and getting them to have a beer, you know, that might be once a month they get that opportunity, and we feel that's important.
You're clear up in Cleveland or in Columbus or maybe even another state, and you look up and you see somebody has a Birdfish hat on or a shirt, and you know, they're really well done. You know, it's like a kind of a cult type thing, you know, culture, you know, there. And they worked with, I believe Rat Creative kind of came out of the idea of Birdfish, and they've done really good for them and their merchandise.
Everywhere we go, he has to spot a shirt that he made somewhere. I mean, even on vacations in far places, we'll spot a shirt that you made. And that's always fun. And we've made some of the best friends we've ever had in our whole life. We love those people. They're just really great
it changed
people.
our lives. I mean, with Rat Creative wouldn't have been started if it wasn't for Birdfish. I had worked at a previous screen printing place, and we'd started doing some shirts for Birdfish, and they just kind of kept ordering, and I kind of saw it as it's my time to get in this on my own and start doing this.
I think Birdfish is just this sort of epicenter or like a magnet for good people. You know, like everyone's just attracted to the place, and the people with big goals and things they want to do for the community and for their own selves, like they're just attracted there, and all the people that work there and the owners and their families. And, you know, if you need something done, you've got somebody at Birdfish that knows how to do it.
And when it just was the up top, like the community that we felt there was just something we were attracted to. It was like, I really wasn't even a beer drinker, but we would find ourselves at Birdfish every Friday night just hanging out with all the great people that were there.
My family owned a pizza shop, so I kind of grew up in the food industry, mostly just not a full restaurant, but just takeout and delivery. So when we opened up the second location, which we called the Down Low at 140, you know, there was conversations of, do we look at trying to maybe partner up with somebody to put a kitchen in? Do we put a kitchen in ourselves? And you know, we kind of always just went back to stick to what you know and what you're very good at, and then bring in people that are like-minded, the same on the food side.
Food trucks have been great. It's like I said, when we first opened up top, it was kind of hard to get food trucks around here because there weren't many around. But now there's just so many, you know, and it's, I mean, we get a lot of phone calls, people want to come in, and I love the variety. We try to kind of mix it up as much as we can.
You know, you've got local staples that we've collaborated with, like, you know, Roxbury Pizza, Sespe Burger, that, you know, Sespe's got 2 brick and mortar spots, but yeah, sure, they can go out there and get a Sespe Burger any night, but they can't get a Sespe Burger on the patio at Birdfish.
So we started as a little mobile food cart, just going around to different breweries around in the area, and one of them was Birdfish. So we would go there, few times until we opened up our Boardman location in September of 2019. We opened that there. Following summer and fall, we've been a good month and a half at Birdfish with our mobile cart. We built a good following in Columbiana. So yeah, doing our mobile cart at Birdfish really helped establish a following in the Columbiana area. Summer of 2023, we opened our Columbiana location.
We started coming to Birdfish probably shortly after the pandemic. Josh reached out one day and asked if we wanted to serve pizza for the brewery, and we thought, pizza and beer go very well together, and we set up a couple times and we loved coming here, and they treat us so well that we decided to kind of call this home. We do a handful of public events a year, but this is definitely our main one. We set up here twice a month, and we do a couple festivals, but this is home for us as far as public events. I think it's a nice place to call home for everybody. It is a family-friendly place that allows kids and dogs and everything else, and everybody is relaxed here, and it's just a happy, friendly place that everybody can come and hang out and enjoy themselves with a beer and with good company.
It was kind of neat because the first day that we opened up was the first day Smokeworks, John Lee DePillo. It was his first day opening up his food truck. And it was like the only food truck around here for a while. But that was another kind of collab starting up. We both started on the same day, and he's still doing really well. He's got a brick and mortar place across town now.
And I started calling it Smoke It Sunday, and I would do it 10 times a year. I could get temporary food permits that last for 5 days. So that's how it kind of all started. And then, through that, doing the pop-ups before they were pop-ups at that time, I found myself this little two-man hot dog cart concession trailer. So my wife and I purchased that, and it just coincided with when Birdfish was getting going. And they said, hey, we're gonna open a brewery, you wanna sell food at it? And I'm like, heck yeah, I do. So that's kind of how it all started. And then I had my stuff ready on time. They had their stuff ready at the same time. So now we share an anniversary that way for my food truck starting up. And then, meeting all these other like-minded folks with food trucks and then forming friendships with them, it's kind of an unexpected thing you don't really think about when you're going to do this. But I'm great friends with Amanda and them guys over there, and a lot of the other trucks, and I think a lot of my success comes from them first years at Birdfish. They're just good people. They're just good kids. It's community first, which I love. And I remember telling Josh one time that, they made this big donation, and I'm like, man, I can't wait till I can make a donation like that. And we're trying to do our part, not to keep up with them, because I don't think we could, but we want to do our part too for the community as well.
We've always said, beer builds community. So a lot of towns you go into that have a brewery, a lot is associated around that space. Getting the community involved in the everyday operations that we do, and they feel like they're a part of it.
As we're talking about Birdfish, that is really what's happening with Birdfish, or what has happened here, is they value right relationship, and they appreciate connection with people, and they honor the like we say, we want to honor the cowness of the cow and the chickenness of the chicken, or the pigness of the pig. Well, they honor the people that they also serve, and who those people are. And the community of Columbiana, they've really kind of made it a point to say, this is who we serve and what we're about.
Making the city more of a destination, and especially trying to not only attract the younger generation, but to retain them. So, you have other people from other communities visiting here, and they get to see the dog-friendly events that they have, and also family-friendly.
We host a Christmas Eve service at the brewery every year. We've done that now for 6 years, where we do celebrate Christmas Eve in the back of the brewery. And what a better place to do something, the story of Christmas is that Jesus came in the midst of a small town and came among the people of that town. And that's what that is. And so Birdfish is the people of our town, and they recognize that and celebrate that.
That's a good one for us. We stay open, and Steve and his brother Joe come in and do a candlelight service. And it's neat. A lot of people enjoy it. It's really fun.
Where we are today, it's crazy to look back and think, 10 to 15 years ago that we were just dreaming of what we have now. And, we're very fortunate and very lucky.
Young families to older people, and everybody just it's a community like the old community taverns that they had back a couple hundred years ago. It's where everybody goes to meet.
I guess we just want to say thank you. Happy birthday, and thanks for having us.
Happy birthday, Birdfish. I think it's awesome that you guys have created such a fun environment, and starting up top to coming down here. It's just a place where people can gather, bring their dogs, and have chill vibes.
It's only going to grow from here. And just tell them, keep doing what they're doing, because they're great for the community, great for the business, and we love them.
Hey, I know penguins don't fly, but Birdfish surely does, so happy birthday.
Wish you guys 10 times 10 amazing more years ahead, and you guys do such a wonderful job here.
Congratulations on 10 years, and hopefully you get 100 more.
Just keep on doing it, boys. You guys are killing it, everything you do. I'm proud that we both came up together, because I was always taught you need to come up with somebody, and I don't think I could have come up with anyone better.
A lot of communities across America have main streets that aren't active or not vibrant, and we're blessed to have pretty much no vacancy at any given time, and I believe that Birdfish was an important part of that.
Being able to come back home and build a business that local community supports, and you're able to do that, it means the world to me.
Crazy to think that 10 years, we've been in business, but, I kind of look at it like, well, what's the next 10 years going to bring us, rather than looking back, kind of looking in the future and where are we going to be, 10 years from now. So.
It's kind of crazy. We've been here for 10 years. We've been brewing since 2010 in our garage, so about 15 years of brewing, but it's pretty amazing because we obviously wouldn't be here without the community and friends and family and stuff, the help that we've had along the way. But I don't know.